book Ace Collins and I just finished was one of the longest and hardest and most rewarding experiences of my career, describing people, especially family, that not only touched my life, but influenced my future through my career. My father, a strong businessman who lovingly believed in his children and still manages all 3 daughters. And my mom, through a great deal of patience and psychology, directed our home life and now runs Mandrell Management offices. And my little sister Erlene, who surprisingly had great grades in school, was always accident-prone as she went through life with what she thought was a constant party growing up. And the lady I dedicated my book to, Barbara. You know, everyone always kids us girls and want to know if we really get along as well as we did on TV. Well, of course we do. Erlene and I do exactly what Barbara tells us to. Yes, it's true, Barbara is bossy. But you know, it kind of paid off because she taught Erlene and I to read and write before we even started school. Barbara's done so much for her little sisters. But I can't say that I haven't done anything for her. Matter of fact, the nicest thing I ever did for Barbara was be born. Barbara was just floating through life, happy as an only child, didn't want any competition, any company. She didn't want to share her toys. And all of a sudden, Dad and Mom came in and said, "Barbara, you're going to have a little baby brother or sister." Well, Barbara wasn't very excited about that. Matter of fact, she put her foot down and said, "No kids." Well, Dad finally gave up until the day came he had to bring me home from the hospital. And he had me in his arms, and he marched right beside Barbara and said, "This couldn't be our baby. She has dark hair." And he took me into the restroom and shut the door and said, "I'm going to flush her down the commode." Well, Barbara started banging on the door, and she said, "She can be my baby. I'll take care of her. I'll raise her." Well, Dad's little plan worked because she's still taking care of me, and she's still taking care of Erlene. Everyone thinks they come from a special family, and I'm no exception. I'm very proud of my family, and that's why I wrote this book. A firm hand and love, a combination that worked for the Mandrells.